Good morning. My name is Lori, and I'm looking forward to sharing this practice with you. Remember to listen to your body, taking each pose as you can, or coming back to easy seated if you need to rest. We'll begin with our feet hip-width distance apart, hands at heart center. We'll start with the group breathing exercise. To my count of 4. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue with this 4-count breath for the next few breaths. And after your last exhale, returning to your regular belly breathing. And release your hands down to your sides. We'll start with some cat-cows, keeping feet hip-width distance apart, keeping your back straight. First, arch your back, lifting your chin up to the sky, and then round your back, bringing your chin down to your chest. And continuing in this motion to your breath. And returning to seated, we'll start with a spinal twist, bringing your left arm over to the left side of your body and bringing your right arm to the back of the chair and twist. And release. Going to the other side, bringing your right hand down towards your left hip and your left arm towards the back of the chair and twist. And release. Coming into pigeon, bringing your right foot to your left thigh, making sure your foot is flexed, sitting up straight and hold. Releasing the right foot back to the ground, bringing your left foot to your right thigh with your foot flexed and hold. And releasing that leg back to the floor. We're coming into swaying palm tree, bringing both arms up above your head, clasping them together, lifting up out of the waist and tilting towards the right and hold. Returning back to center, lifting back up out of the waist and tilting to the left and hold. Coming back to center, releasing your hands down to the side, then stepping your feet together, holding both arms above your head, palms facing each other, warrior one. Allowing your hands to come back down towards your sides. We'll stand up, coming to one side of the chair. Bring your right foot over the chair, and your back foot is straight with a right angle. Coming down and sitting on the chair. Bring your hands out, looking over your front arm, warrior two. Then bring your left hand behind your back, flipping the right palm and reversing your warrior. And releasing both arms, using your hands to push you up out of the chair, coming back to seated, lifting both arms up overhead, warrior one. Allowing both arms to come to your sides, standing up on the other side of your chair, putting the left foot forward, lowering down as you take your back foot out to a right angle, bringing both arms to your sides and hold. Allowing your hands to come to your sides, bringing your left arm behind your back, sweeping the right arm up overhead and hold. Allowing both hands to release, then using your chair to come back up to standing and taking a seat. We'll bring our right leg to the right side with our toes pointing out. Our left leg to the left side with toes pointing forward, placing your elbow onto your thigh, having your hand on your other leg and looking up. And release, bringing both legs together, then taking our left leg towards the left side, right leg towards the right, placing our left hand up overhead, letting our right hand come down our leg and hold. And release, bringing your legs back together as we stand and turn towards our chair, placing our hands on the seat, bringing your feet hip-width distance apart for downward dog, and hold. Then spreading feet wide, coming into wide angle, bending at the waist, and then grabbing towards the back of the chair and hold. Then bringing feet back together, still holding on to the chair, bringing your right foot forward and your left foot back. Then bringing your left foot next to your right, stepping your right foot back and hold. And release, bringing your feet back together, then stepping your left foot back, bringing your right thigh parallel with the ground for a lunge, and hold. Then bringing your left foot back towards your right, stepping your right foot back, bending your left thigh so it's parallel with the ground, and hold. Then stepping your feet back together, turning towards the right side. Bring your left foot out facing the side and your right foot pointing towards the chair. Bringing your right arm down towards the seat, your left arm up in the air and look up. and release, coming back to standing, then turning towards the other side, bringing your right leg out facing the side, turning your left toes towards the chair, bringing your left arm down, right arm up, looking up, triangle pose. Letting your arm come down, coming back into standing, turning back towards your chair, taking a seat, coming into a forward fold, legs chair width distance apart, then lean your body over your thighs, letting your head hang, bringing your hands as close to the ground as you can. Then returning to seated, bringing your feet closer together, bringing your right arm over your left leg and your left arm towards the sky, and twist. Allowing your hands to come back to your sides, then turning towards the left, bringing your left arm over your thigh, right arm up towards the sky, and twist. And release. Then bringing your feet wider than the chair with your both feet towards the sides of the room, letting your right arm come down towards the floor, left arm up down towards the sky, and hold. And release, allowing your left arm to come down towards the floor as far as you can, right arm up towards the sky. And release, coming back to seated, bringing your feet close together, leaning back, then lifting up your legs and either holding underneath your thighs or bring your hands to your side, which is ever easier for you. And hold. releasing your feet back towards the ground, coming back into cat-cow with your feet hip-width distance apart, holding on to the chair, rounding your back, bringing your chin towards your chest, then arching your back, bringing your chin towards the sky. Continue with your breath. Then coming back to seated, leaning back in your chair with the straight spine, hands at heart center, and hold. Releasing your hands down to your legs, then coming a little bit forward in your chair with feet hip-width distance apart, sticking your seat back towards the wall, bringing your hands above your head, chair pose. Releasing your hands to your sides, bringing your feet chair width distance apart, then leaning over your thighs, forward fold, letting your head hang low. Then returning to seated, bringing your feet wider than the chair, toes facing out towards the side of the walls, letting your right arm reach towards the floor, left arm towards the sky, looking up. Releasing your arms, coming back to center, letting your left arm fall towards the ground, right arm up towards the sky, and hold. Releasing your hands to your sides, bringing your feet back together. We'll take our right leg over our thigh with your foot flexed. Then come up onto your toes with your left foot, taking one arm through the middle and one on the outside of the left leg. Then clasping your hands together and hold. Releasing your hands, bringing your right foot towards the ground, taking your left foot over your right, foot flex, coming up onto your right toes, bringing your hands around your right leg and hold, figure 4. Releasing your hands and your foot back to the ground, coming to standing, then coming to the left side of your chair, leaving your right foot down, facing the chair, bringing your left foot onto the chair with your hands on your hips, facing forward and hold. Then bringing your hand to the chair, taking that foot down, coming to the other side, left foot on the ground, right foot on the chair, with your hands on your hips, facing forward, or feel free to use the back for balance, and hold. Then bringing the right foot down, facing your chair, we're coming into a plank. So placing your hands on either side of the chair, bringing your legs back so you're in a straight line and hold. If you need to come to your knees for the plank, that works too. Then walking your feet closer, holding on to your hands, bringing your back into an arch and hold. Then pushing your hips towards the sky, coming into a V shape, letting your head hang, downward dog. Then walking your feet forward, coming back up to standing, turning around towards your seat, Bringing your feet hip-width distance apart, holding on to the chair, lifting your head towards the sky and hold. And release. We'll bring both arms up overhead, then bringing and swinging the right arm underneath the left, twisting at your elbows, reaching for your fingertips for eagle. And unwinding your hands, bringing them down to your sides, then lifting them back up overhead, allowing the left arm to swing below the right, grabbing for your palms or your fingers, and hold. And releasing your hands, coming up to standing, turning towards your chair, taking feet wide, toes pointed out, then leaning down towards the chair, wide leg full. Then stepping those feet back together, coming back up to standing, seated down in your seat. We'll bring our left arm over our right thigh, right arm towards the back of the chair, and twist. And release. Taking your right arm towards the outside of your left leg, left arm towards your chair, looking towards the back wall, and twist. And release back to center, bringing your feet as wide as the chair, stomach over your thighs, reaching back towards the chair, head hanging low, forward fold. Then coming back up to seated, bringing your feet closer together. Take your right arm, bending at the elbow, bringing it to your back, and the left arm coming from the bottom, reaching your fingers towards each other. They may not touch, and hold. And release both hands to your side, bringing your left arm towards the top of your back and your right arm coming up towards your hand, and hold. And release, bringing your feet together, both arms overhead, warrior one. Allowing your arms to come to your sides, coming up to standing, going to one side of your chair, bringing the left leg forward and the right leg back, coming at 90 degrees, arms out wide, looking over your front shoulder, and hold. Bringing your right arm behind your back, left arm palm up overhead, reverse your warrior. And release. Bringing both of your legs back together, arms up overhead, warrior one. And release. Coming to standing, coming to the left side of your chair, bringing right foot over, lowering yourself down with your left leg at a 90-degree angle, bringing your arms out wide, looking forward, and hold. Bringing your left arm behind your back, flipping the front palm, reversing your warrior. Releasing your hands, using the help of your chair to bring your feet back together. Then taking your right leg out towards the wall and your left leg at a 90-degree angle, bringing your elbow towards your thigh, left arm down your leg, and stretch. and release. Bending the legs and bringing them back together. Then taking the left leg out and the right leg straight. Bringing your left arm towards your thigh and your right arm down your leg and hold. And release. Bringing feet back together, arms up overhead, clasping hands, reaching up out of the waist, and reaching towards the right and hold. Coming back to center, lifting up out of the waist and going towards the left side and hold. Coming back to center, releasing your hands to your sides, coming to standing, facing your chair for downward dog, holding on to each side, bringing your feet back, hip width distance apart, hanging your head, lifting your hips towards the sky and hold. Then spreading your legs wider than the chair, coming into wide leg forward fold. Maybe you bring your hands back towards the chair if this feels good to your body, and hold. Then stepping the legs together, bringing right foot forward and left foot back, and hold. Stepping your left leg forward, bringing the right foot back, and hold. Stepping your right leg forward, bringing your left leg back, bending your knee so it's parallel with the ground, and hold. Stepping the left leg forward, bringing the right foot back, bending your front leg as much as you can, and hold. Bringing your feet back together, coming to standing, turning towards one side, bringing your right foot facing the back wall, left foot facing the side wall, bringing your arm towards your chair and your left arm towards the sky, and hold. And release, coming back to standing, turning towards the other side, bringing your left leg towards the wall, right leg towards the right wall, left arm down, right arm up and hold. Bringing both feet together, turning around, sitting in the chair, bringing both legs out wide with toes pointed towards the walls, having your right arm come down towards the floor, left arm up and hold. And release, coming back to center, bringing the left arm down, right arm up and hold. And release, bringing both legs together, leaning back, bringing your seat towards the front of the chair, holding your thighs, boat pose. And release, sitting back towards the back of the chair with your spine straight, bringing your right arm to your left hip, left arm to the chair and twist. And release, bringing your left arm towards your right hip, right arm to the chair and twist. And release. Let's take our right foot over our left thigh with our feet flexed, with our hands down towards the side of the chair and hold. Releasing the right leg towards the floor, bringing that left leg to the right thigh, foot flexed, back straight and hold. And release, coming to standing, turning towards the chair for down dog, bringing your hands out, feet back, hips towards the sky and hold. Then stepping the right foot forward, left leg back, bending at the right knee for a lunge. Bringing the left foot back towards the right, right foot back, bending the left knee. Stepping that right foot forward, coming towards the side of your chair, bringing your left leg back at a right angle, right foot forward, arms down, left arm towards the sky, triangle pose. And release, coming back to standing, turning towards the other side, left foot forward, right foot back, Left arm down, right arm up. And release, coming back to standing, coming towards the right side of the chair, right leg straight, holding on the back for balance if you need, left leg up on the chair, and hold. And release, stepping on the other side, left foot straight, right foot on the chair, hand on your hip, facing forward and hold. And release, coming in facing the chair, hands on either side, step the feet back so you're in a straight line and hold. Then arching your back, coming to your feet, tops of your feet on the floor, holding up with your arms and hold. Then walking back towards your chair, we'll come and get seated on the floor. Bring both legs up over the chair. Bring your back slowly towards the ground. Hands down to your sides. You've made it to Savasana. We'll start to bring movement back into our fingers and our toes. Rotating our wrists and ankles. When you're ready, bringing yourself back up to seated, however is easiest for you. and coming into a cross-legged position. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Namaste.